if you have invested already, then give me a thumbs up. And I just did it. I actually have invested, of course, myself. So on the bottom of the screen, you see a react button, and there is, you click on it, and then you can see a thumbs up. So Otumba, okay, thank you very much. And here as well, Florence, Miss Florence as well, has already staked. How about then Mr. Sun, okay, yes. And then we have a Simplicity. No, that is Simplicity, actually. That has already staked as well. So you are quite familiar with it. Then I don't have to share the presentation, that part of the presentation, because you're very familiar with that already. Maybe later on I'll share it when other people join us who may have not yet invested. So as you're familiar, when you want to invest into PayNet Coin, into the affiliate investment staking program. By the way, the website is AFF 2024. The AFF stands for affiliation, so you're affiliated to the staking program. That's what the AFF stands for, if you wondered. Why this change into PayNet Coin and then changing back to US dollar? So what we actually invest in is staking. We are investing into staking packages. What is staking? Staking is actually a system that takes place in cryptocurrencies. Maybe some of you are familiar with mining. Now, again, can I have a thumbs up if you have heard about the mining of Bitcoin? It has been popular years ago. Many people talking about mining of Bitcoin. Anyone is familiar with, has heard about Bitcoin mining? Okay, yeah, we have some there. Me too, of course. Others not really familiar with mining. So the mining of Bitcoin, okay, Sunday as well. The mining of Bitcoin and other coins like Ethereum at the beginning and many other coins has to do with how cryptocurrencies actually function. Now, imagine, this is one way of how I try to explain it to people. The cryptocurrencies work on a system that is called blockchain. What is the blockchain? And I don't want to get into academics and technicalities, abuse into technicalities, because I mean, we are probably, most of us are not IT people, and we are, that's not what we want to actually be. But it's actually good if we have a basic understanding of what our money is actually doing, because actually people will maybe ask you, you say, hey, I have this amazing investment program, and they will ask you, so what is your money actually doing when you invested there? And it's good if we have some basic knowledge of it. We don't have to become IT experts, but just have some few pointers on what actually is going on. So cryptocurrencies work on what we call blockchain. And the blockchain, I explain it like this. Imagine that you sell a car. Okay, you have a car, you sell it to somebody, and imagine that there is a certificate where a paper where we write down you have given your car to another person. And that person then gives the car to yet another person. And then we write it down, hand over. So now this person has given the car to the other person. So on that document, you can track who has owned the car in what moment, what times, and who owns it currently, and so on and so forth. We have in the governments, we have the notaries actually doing that and registering that, and so on. But in the case of blockchain, there is no government actually in charge of doing that. It's done privately. Now, this document, this certificate of handing over, is actually not a paper, but it's in the internet, accessible for everybody. Actually, everybody can see where has the car been moving around and who has owned it in the past, who owns it currently. But the big difference is that there will be no names, but there will be codes. So it will not say Dr. Daniel gave it to Ayubami or something, but it will say XYZ03567 gave it to ZYIEEZ0X whatever. Okay, so people will not be able to see in the internet who actually is the person behind that code, but they will see that this has been handed over to other codes, names, whoever that is behind that code. This is a blockchain, okay? And then people have started using blockchain for currencies, and that's where Bitcoin came about, and other cryptocurrencies followed then, and PayNet coin we have as well. Now, who does the job of registering the certificate digitally on the internet for the handover? Well, that is actually the miners or the stakers, okay? Because the mining and the staking is actually the same thing, but I mean, the goal is the same. It's verifying those transactions digitally. So that's what the mining does, and that's what the staking does. But the staking is actually more eco-friendly than the mining, much more eco-friendly. Mining uses a lot of computer power, and staking is actually very eco-friendly because it happens on the cloud in the internet, and it doesn't require a large computer power. So what your money is actually doing when you hand it over, it is actually verifying those entries. Okay, so that's the service that your stake capital is actually performing for FMCPay. It's actually corroborating and verifying and registering the handovers of, what is it? Not a car, of course, but of PayNet coins. Okay, so every time there is a transaction of PayNet coin from one person to another, from one wallet to another wallet, that is registered in the internet, in the blockchain. That is the Tron that you can check out. Maybe I'll show it in a moment. Oh, no, actually, I'll show it. I show you the blockchain where you can actually access the blockchain and see it. Let me just go to the internet. Let me see this one. I think here I can. No, not here. Sorry. Otherwise, I have to log in again. Let me just share a different screen so that I can show you this. Just a moment. I have to change it to the one that is the one that I want to show. Here we go. Yep. Okay. I have to sign in into my staking account. Just a moment. As you know, we need the authenticator for that. Let me just get my authenticator and then show you what I want to what I'm telling you about. Okay. All right. So now I can share. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So here you can see one of my accounts, my investments accounts. And when we go to manage PayNet coin, this you are familiar with. You want to withdraw money. It's very simple. So you have the PayNet coin, and then you put the address to where you want to transfer it, and you put the amount, and then you would go withdraw, and then you scroll down, and you actually then do that here. Now, this you are probably also very familiar with if you have your staking accounts. And you can see that here on this left side, you actually have a hyperlink. If I go to this hyperlink, I go to a page that is called tronscan.org. And this is actually the blockchain registry of the coin. So this actually is the address where it came from to the address where it came from, and this is the amount, and this is public. So anyone can actually go and find this entry, but they will not know who is this code and who is that wallet, okay? But it is there for everybody to see. And this is the document that I was referring to. This is actually the blockchain of PayNet Coin. And who makes this entry? That is your money doing the service of what we call proof of stake. Proof of stake, that is actually what your money is doing when you invest it. Now, in the Bitcoin mining, the mining, which is also staking, it does the same thing. It actually is called the proof of work with Bitcoin, with mining. And then we have, since 3 years now, people have moved to staking, away from mining to staking, because it's just more eco-friendly, much more eco-friendly to use it. Okay, so now, the other thing is, okay, let me just show you now the PayNet coin development here. Let me show without Bitcoin first. Okay, so this is the PayNet coin development in the last 24 hours. You can see that there is a bit of a movement here. Let's look at 7 days. You can see that it went down and then it went up again, recovered quite a bit of the lost ground. Some people have been asking why actually it dropped to 0.4, 0.41, up from 0.451, because I always say that PayNet coin is a boring coin. It doesn't have a lot of movement, but actually within the last month or so, we have seen quite a bit of movement in PayNet coin. Question is, why is that? I think there are two reasons, main reasons why actually this drop occurred. And one has to do with the coins dependence still on the Asian market. We know that this is a product that originated in Asia, namely in Vietnam, but is very prominent in Philippines, in Indonesia, and now in Thailand as well, and India. So now, during this time, one reason is that during this time, we actually went into the Chinese New Year celebrations. So that's kind of the Christmas for the Asians. So many stakers, investors, were actually needing extra cash. So they were cashing out, selling out their PayNet coins. And that actually probably gave a bit of a overbalance in the supply of PayNet coin in the market through private hands, and making the price drop a bit. But then again, as people again demand PayNet coin for more staking or for more transactions, it's picking up again. The second reason probably has to do with Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies that we have. And for that, let me just compare now with Bitcoin. So this is Bitcoin and PayNet coin 1 month. 1 month. So how this graph works is like this. Imagine that 1 month ago you had $1,000, for example, and you are thinking of, should I invest my $1,000 into Bitcoin or should I buy PayNet coin? And if you had invested into Bitcoin, you had made now in the last month 2.3%, 2.7, something like that. And with PayNet coin, you had lost 6.5%. Okay, now what happened within the last day, 24 hours, if you continue doing that? Well, you had lost 1% with Bitcoin and actually won 2% with PayNet coin. How about 7 days? Well, 7 days in the last week, with PayNet coin, you had lost 1%, but with Bitcoin, you had actually lost 6%. So that shows how volatile Bitcoin is. And now in this 1 week graph, you can observe as well how Bitcoin is actually fluctuating quite a lot, and PayNet coin in this case as well. But you can see also that PayNet coin has periods where it's quite stable, okay, where it's quite constant and then jumping up and down again, while Bitcoin has a lot of erratic movements. Okay, so the other reason then that I see is here. Now, when we look here at the 1 year comparison, you can see that PayNet coin is a bit of a boring coin. It's not changing so much. We had this drop recently, but then recovery again. Overall, in 1 year, PayNet coin making around 30%. And with Bitcoin, due to Trump, right? Trump administration winning, Elon Musk all in favor of cryptocurrencies, actually giving this huge jump of Bitcoin, achieving record highs in the history of Bitcoin. And over the last year, you have won around 100% with Bitcoin. Now, the other reason that I can see of PayNet coin dumping a little bit, and now you can see it in perspective, it's actually not that much, and it has recovered widely already. But the other reason is probably that due to the large increase in Bitcoin, which actually pulled off also increases in other coins as well, that some people have chosen slowly, but eventually they actually wanted to benefit from Bitcoin as well and sold the boring coin, PayNet coin, and bought Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on, just to benefit from the overall hype that Bitcoin was experiencing. And that is true if you started buying Bitcoin around August, September, or something like that, and you kept it until January or something like that. Well, you would have made a nice profit. But that's again the thing, that with Bitcoin, you never know. And many people have started buying Bitcoin then in December and actually are not so happy. And many people have again lost money with Bitcoin again, because maybe they jumped too late and so on and so forth. But anyways, those are the two reasons that I can see the hype on Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies, and people saying, well, I will invest some of my PayNet coin and invest into Bitcoin. But as this hype fades away, and again, Bitcoin has dumps like we can see now, Bitcoin has been performing not so good now in the last week or more, and people are moving back to get positions in PayNet coin and also to invest into the staking program, which just gives you a very clear profitability, very stable income in US dollar. So I think that many investors are actually, again, preferring the staking program and keeping PayNet coin rather than the wild, wild west of the cryptocurrencies. Okay, so now the other question that we can see here in the PayNet coin is that when you look at 1 year, that it's quite stable. And also in the 7-day, you can see these periods of or time frames where it's quite stable and then it jumps up. And when people see that, they actually say, oh, wow, it seems that PayNet coin is manipulated by the company. They say, oh, there seems to be some trading bot that actually is triggered at certain levels, and then the central wallet of FMCPay starts selling or buying PayNet coin depending of where it is. Well, if you think that this is manipulated, I want to show you another graph, and maybe you're familiar with this graph. Let me show you this graph here, and maybe you are familiar with this coin. Can you give me a thumbs up if you know this coin? Anyone thumbs up in the reactions bottom of the screen? You have the reaction button. There's a thumbs up. When you click on it, anyone can give me a thumbs up if you are familiar with this coin, with this currency. Anyone knows this currency? Okay, now okay. Thank you, Ayubami, because I must think that some of you know this currency, right? And now my question is, thank you for those giving me a thumbs up there. And then, so my question is, do you think that this currency is manipulated? Do you think that the Central Bank of Nigeria actually looks at the US dollar exchange rate and tries to sell or buy Nigerian naira to actually kind of stabilize the currency rate at some points? Well, in fact, if you see here 5 days, you can see also these stable levels at some points. And the answer, of course, is clearly yes, of course. And 99% of the central banks of the world do this, the United States included, the European Central Bank included, the Bank of England included. They all look at the exchange rates and they try to manipulate the rates in a way to support the economy, to actually don't have too crazy shifts and so on. So it's very common and very normal to do that. And it's no different with a painted coin. So yes, we have a certain degree of handling from the central wallet to try to keep a smoother movement of the coin. Now, this is obviously possible as long as the market is not it's in its growing phase still. In the case of Bitcoin, I mean, in the case of Bitcoin, there is no central wallet that is actually managing Bitcoin because nobody owns Bitcoin. Bitcoin is there's no organization behind Bitcoin. It's purely run by private individual entities. But PayNet coin, of course, we have FMCPay, who's trying to actually make the coin more attractive. As PayNet coin or as FMCPay will grow, it will be more of PayNet coin will be handed over to the market. Now, when I say that, it sounds like we can create more PayNet coin. That is definitely not true. We know that the total supply of PayNet coin is, and it is given here, is 560 million PayNet coins that has been created, and there can be no change in PayNet coin and the creation of PayNet coin. So that's the amount that exists of PayNet coin. There will be no more PayNet coin ever. But what I mean with the market owning more PayNet coin is that 80%, approximately 80% of the PayNet coins are in the central wallet of FMCPay currently. So who owns most of the PayNet coins? Well, FMCPay, okay? FMCPay, and that includes also the staking investments, because remember that when we stake a package, we actually sell our US dollars for PayNet coin. We collect the PayNet coin and then we stake it. By the way, so why do we have to transfer our US dollars, sell US dollar for PayNet coin, and then give the PayNet coin to FMCPay? Why can't we give them directly dollars? Well, the answer is the proof of stake that I was mentioning at the beginning. So the service that your investment capital actually does is verifying those transactions on the blockchain. And that needs to be necessarily in their cryptocurrency. So that has to happen in PayNet coin. It cannot be done in US dollar. It cannot be done in Bitcoin. It needs to be done in PayNet coin. So only PayNet coin can corroborate, undertake the proof of stake for PayNet coin transactions. So that is the reason also why we actually have to sell our dollars and then hand over to FMCPay the equivalent of $3,000 worth of PayNet coin to, for example, stake a new investment package of $3,000. But as we well know, in our affiliated account, as you can see here, for example, here in my account here, when we go to my staking packages, you can see here, I have 4 staking packages running, and you can see that the current points, $28. This is all obviously in dollars. So 3,000 points invested. maximum converted. By the way, you can see that from the 4 packages I invested the first one August 20th, 2024, and I have already recovered the full 9,300 within 7 months or so, 6-7 months. And this one I started then 10 days later, already recovered 8,900 PayNet dollars from this staking package. And then in October 25th, I created a third package here and have already recovered 8,200 from this staking package within these 4 months or so. And then activated a new package January 13, of which I've already recovered 2,100. Now, how did I manage to actually recover or receive money so quickly back? And the answer is, obviously, this is not through the $9 per day. Just for those who are not so familiar with staking investment, how does it work? So when you stake $3,000 today, from tomorrow onwards, you will have actually $9 coming into your current points here, $9 daily, for the next 2 years. If you do the math, $9 for 2 years daily will give you $6,300, which is the profitability, the $270 per month that we gain on each staking package. $3,000 staking package paying out 9% per month in US dollar, which actually then gives us 108% in 108% yearly. So 6,300 that we receive. And after 2 years, then you can recover your initial 3,000 investment. So if you just put a package and you let it run, it will take 2 years until you basically recover the 9,300. Why could I do that already here with this package within 6 months or 7 months and didn't have to wait 2 years? And this one already running out as well, and this one at 8,200. Well, because actually this is due to the active profitability, active income through networking, where I have invited new investors, and these new investors have built more packages. So as you're probably familiar with direct commissions, which in the case of 3,000 is 5%, it's $150 that you can withdraw immediately. Or the pairings that will be 8% right and left. So if you have investors joining on your right side and you are the one that actually gives the referrals and chooses on what side you want to have them, then you can actually then, if you have on the right side, let's say 6,000 invested by some other people, and on the left side, then also 6,000, you will get 8% of this amount. So 3,000 on the right and 3,000 on the left will give you 8% of 3,000, which is $240, which you can withdraw immediately. Now, some people say, oh, well, but this has a sound of a pyramidal Ponzi scheme. So actually you're investing, you're receiving the money from the new investors and so on and so forth. And that is not really true, because remember that you are being promised $9,300 from your investment, that over the time of 2 years. And when I invite somebody into the program, yes, I can withdraw 150 immediately, but of my 9,300 promised return. So it's not that I get it additionally, and that would be pyramidal Ponzi schemes, where the more people I bring in, the more payout I have, right? That's the typical Ponzi and pyramidal scheme. Here, that is not the case. When I invite somebody, I actually get a benefit, but actually I get the benefit that was promised to me anyhow, but I get it faster. Okay, so I never receive more than 9,300 from an investment package, but I may be able to receive it faster. So there's not this exploding benefits and recompensations if I actually invite people into the program. I just get my benefits faster. So that's what happened here in my packages. So you can see also that it can be quite interesting when we start doing the networking. That can be also very interesting. Just one side note on the networking. My experience, my personal experience is that when I talk to people and I explain about the fundamentals, why can the company actually pay 9%? And we will talk about this again next week when we have our new session on Saturday. I will explain about how the company actually can pay out the 9%. So if you're curious about that, tune in next week and also tell friends and family members that are curious about this project to tune in to understand better how actually, why is this company so solid and why is it actually running already almost 4 years. In March, this March, it will be 4 years that FMC Pay offers this staking structure and program without any change. Okay. Now, my experience when I invite people into this project, so they start off often with a $3,000 package. I tell them, hey, why don't you just try one package, see how it works, you observe it, and then yeah, you can learn about the investment. So typically what happens is that if somebody says, okay, yeah, I want to do it, I want to try it, I help them obviously to invest the first package. And then I call them up 1 week later or 2 weeks later, and then I ask them, hey, how is it with your investment package? Did you look at it? Did you receive the $9 per day? Did you have a check? And mostly the answer that I receive is, oh, no, I completely forgot about it. Yeah, let me check. And then they go into their investment package in the AFF 2024, and they see, oh, wow, it's really true. The $9 are there. It's accumulating. Wow, this is really nice. So after 1 month or so, I call them up again and I ask them, hey, look, it's been a month now. You have accumulated from your $3,000 around $270. Do you want to withdraw? Do you want to try out a withdrawal? I help you to withdraw so you can see how it works and how you have to do that. And then you can maybe invite your wife for a nice dinner with the staking profit that you gathered for this week, for this month. Now, Valentine's Day coming up. So, gentlemen, we have to buckle up and get ready with some nice painted coins for our wives or a girlfriend or whoever you have. So then I tell them, okay, let's do it together. And they say, okay, yeah, I want to try that. And then they see how simple it is and how easy and how there are no problems, no hidden secrets, no hidden challenges, no limitations that were secret or something. And they see, wow, it really works. I mean, I have the money now in my bank, I can use it and so on and so forth. So actually, after that, I don't contact them anymore. And the truth of the matter is that after 2 months or 3 months, 2 months actually, they start calling me and they say, hey, Daniel, I've been looking at the project and I'm quite happy about it. And I'm thinking of investing in a second package. What do you think? How can I do that? And then, I mean, when people ask me, hey, do you think it's wise to invest a second package? Should I go for a second package? And I'm like, I mean, what are you asking me? Of course it makes sense. I mean, this is a wonderful project and it is solid, it is stable, there's not a scam, it's not a hidden thing, it's very straightforward. You want to access money, you can access money. So of course I tell them, look, this is what I am doing. I'm staking as much as I can. And I will always recommend people to stake more because we need to take opportunity of this wonderful project. So they ask me and I say, yeah, sure, let's do it. And then after around 3 months or 4 months, this is what happens. They call me up again and they say, thank you so much for showing me this project and for introducing me to this. This is so great. It's so wonderful. I'm so happy about this. Thank you for thinking of me. Thank you for taking the time to introduce me to it. I'm so grateful to you. So this is what will happen when you do networking. Some people are scared when they hear about the word networking because they say, oh no, I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to get into trouble. I don't want to share to people. But actually what will happen is that you will make people happy. All right. You will make people thank you forever. They will be so grateful to you. And I've seen so many stories. I've met people around the globe joining PayNet Coin, joining FMC Pay, and saying it's the most wonderful project I could ever join in. I am so grateful to this person, to that person, to this person who introduced me to it. They are my heroes. They have just helped me to turn around my life financially. And this is just great. Now, this project has been running for already almost 4 years, changing lives. All right. And I'm not exaggerating. It has been changing lives. Me personally, I am so grateful for this project. It has helped me so much when I had financial challenges and so on as well. And this is just a great project. And I was just talking to one other friend of mine, very dear friend of mine in Spain. He started investing 4 packages. And actually, I got a bit worried about him. Let me share you this short story here. Because he's an IT guy. He knows about cryptocurrencies quite well. And he actually has some funds in Bitcoin. He has bought long time ago already some Bitcoin. And he also has sold some cryptocurrencies like around 5 months ago. He joined this project. I introduced it to him, and he joined with 4 packages. Since the last 4 months or so, he has not reinvested any package, and I have not seen any movement, and he has been kind of quiet. So I was wondering what's going on with him. So I actually tried to, we met online, and I asked him, hey, what is going on? I mean, are you thinking of investing more, or how is it going with the project? And he told me, oh, no, no, Daniel, I mean, I have been withdrawing profits and it has saved me so much. I am so happy about this project. I have been really taking out money and it's been great for me. It has been wonderful for 4 months where I just saw how great and wonderful this project is. I'm so happy about it. It has helped me in so many situations just in the recent months. And that made me so happy, you know. He has not been staking more, but this is what it's about. I mean, it's, you know, this project is not that we can boast of how many packages I have and that's it. No, it's actually to help us in the daily finances and the paying in the bills, in changing the reality financially that we live in. And this is just great for me to hear from my very dear friend how this project has helped him. He's so grateful. He's already so grateful to me. And but I was sharing to him, hey, look, I mean, great, wonderful, and try to build up a new package, maybe, you know, within a month or so. Try to, yes, withdraw, use it, you know, use the staking profit that you can access already, but also try to actually build up a bit because, you know, we are on a clock, right? We know that we are on a clock with this project. So in December 2028, the staking program will be stopped. And then in December 2028, it's the last package you can invest, new package you can invest. And then from January 2029, the old packages will run out, but you're not able to stake anymore. So we are on the clock a bit. We have now 3 years and 11 or 10 months left to benefit from this project. So I told him, okay, try to benefit as well. Try to benefit more. 4 packages is good, but 5 is better. So try to get to a 5th package. And then the other thing that I was telling him actually, you know, I mean, he works for a German IT company. He has a solid, good income in Spain. I work for a university. Actually, I didn't present myself. I think that most of you know me, but I actually work for a Australian university. I do research. I do course coordination. I have some lecturers that I lead in my university, and I have a good income, of course. But I was talking with my friend from the IT company, and I was telling him, look, you know how difficult it is for us to get a $270 salary increase. Okay. So if I want to get from my university a $270 salary increase in net income, monthly net income, I have to do a lot of things and convince and get promotion rounds, which are tough. There's a lot of competition, and it's very hard actually to get a $270 raise in most companies. And not to talk about what is it, $540 increase, monthly increase in the salary. And he told me, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's very difficult for me to get a $270 increase in salary. But now I can invest $3,000 and I have a salary increase of $270 for the next 2 years. All right. So, and then I get my $3,000 back. All right. So, how is that? I can actually very easily get a $270 increase in monthly income through this wonderful project that we have. So that's from my side a bit the things that I wanted to share to understand better about what is the staking actually, what does our money do, and how does it connect to PayNet coin valuation, which is also important. So I hope that helped. Please bring questions, comments. We're very happy to hear from you as well. Thank you very much. Maybe unmute first.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure we've listened to the whole episode and all of that. If you have questions, let's feel free to ask questions objectively, and so will be attended to accordingly. Please, let's ask question. If you cannot ask verbally, maybe you have to make a typing on the chat. Click on the chat and type your questions, and you'll be attended to. Oh, wow, lovely. I can see Mr. Tony. What a luck. I can see Mr. Tony is around. Dr. Daniel, Mr.
Yeah.
Tony is around. I think I need to.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Tony is around. Those of us who are here this morning, we make a promise for ourselves last week that we should try to come with at least one person today. I'm not sure all of us might meet up, because if we meet up, we should have minimum of 60 people in the house today. And quite unfortunately, we didn't even get to 30. I think we should try as much as possible, because we've said one thing. Maybe before Mr. Tony come, many people have not asked questions. If you have your question, type it. I tried to show us something last time Dr. Daniel was with us, and I said this. I said the market that people are clamoring about, yes, fine. There are chances that the bull market can still continue. But the challenge we may have, and we gave a very simple, maybe not a financial advice, but a friendly advice. We said some of us who are building portfolio, that the best you could do, let me just quickly share something with us, that the best you could do, I think I've been saying this since when Bitcoin was $109,000. And I say, what if Bitcoin refused to cross this point? Look at the chart. If Bitcoin refused to cross this point, if you go on daily time frame now, you discover that Bitcoin is actually struggling, right? And what if all the noise people are making about Bitcoin price still going to go up? What if it's a lie? What's just a hype, right? Because that's one of the things, and some of those guys could have more than us, right? They have access to certain information, macro information that me and you probably will not have access to. So we say when you do not know where liquidity is, you may be the liquidity of the market. So what we said was that, okay, what if I just take advantage? Because imagine, let me just do something. I have started saying this, maybe those of us who have a lot of cryptos and all of that. I start talking about this when the Bitcoin went to 109,000. But let's look at it, for instance. If I take my ruler, assuming this point when I said it, price was 106,000. What if Bitcoin is going to crash down to about $73,000? Now, $3,000, that would be 30% down. And what if it's going to return back to this demand zone here, which is about 37%? Now, if you have if you have 100,000 portfolio and it's predominantly in Bitcoin, and of course, if Bitcoin crashed 30%, expect altcoin to crash by times three, maybe 90%. So that means a lot of altcoins that probably some of us are holding will fizzle out. Because, just like what Mr. Tony always said, that it's about utility and community association with what they want to create a paynet coin to be, for instance. So if Bitcoin, now where we are now, so the moment we break below this 90,000, 88,000, then you can't stop Bitcoin not to come to $73,000. So let's say at the present price where Bitcoin is, I'm not giving you guarantee that to crash, but assuming it crash, and then chances are there by 23, 27%. Now, what if you have a portfolio that is worth $150,000? If you do the calculation right now, this is not a marketing hype. I'm just giving you data, a kind of correlation, a kind of symbiotic relationship of your portfolio and diversification into paid. Now, just like what Dr. Daniel was explaining to us. Now, if I go by, let's say your portfolio is worth $100,000 or $150,000 right now, if it's going to drop by 27%, so we're looking at $150,000, right, by 150%, that's multiplied by 0. Okay, we'll say 27%. So 0.27 multiplied by 150,000, right? So 0.27 multiplied by $150,000. Okay? So that's going to give you about $40,000 off. Now, if $40,000, chances are there that your portfolio can go down by $40,000. Yeah, one don't say if the market drop, will it still not go up? Well, perhaps, yes. Or what if Bitcoin continue to rigmarole with this cycle for the next 200 days and eventually drop by what we expect in the market to be the top of the roof, that's the top of the bull market, and 27% off, and you have locked out about $40,000 profit taken from your portfolio, and this $40,000, let's say 30,000 of it is locked into PayNet ecosystem. So if $30,000 lock onto PayNet ecosystem, you have already taken profit, number one, from your portfolio, and number two, you have secured that money to be paying you salary, passive income for the next 24 months, right? Which is 9% of 30,000, that's $2,700 every month. Now you've already secured that. Oh, what if in the next 2 years and perhaps going to the next 3 years, when we are now probably wrapping up the next bear market, and you have some chunks of money that you have secured that was working for you for the past 24 months, and now you're going to have more money to buy. This is just a kind of friendly advice, not a financial advice, and not a marketing gimmicks, but just to tell you that, because if you are bought Bitcoin, like what Dr. Daniel was saying, if you are bought Bitcoin, people bought Bitcoin by December last year. I'm sure they're not happy with themselves right now because some of them bought it more expensive. Okay. And that was the hype they heard that Bitcoin is going to go to one. Yes, chances are there that Bitcoin could go to $176,000 or even 180,000 or $200,000. What if it does not? We've had when Bitcoin got to 30,000 or $19,000 or now 65, it's going to go to 100,000. And that's when we came back to $16,000, $17,000. So this is an amazing opportunity for me, especially those of us who are risk averse. Either you like it or not, Bitcoin will do what it's going to do and perhaps readjusting itself. And the moment Bitcoin crashes by 30%, then expect some altcoins or meme coin to fizzle out without being in the market any longer. And the coin that will have strength to withstand the rigor are coins that have community and coins that have utility around it. And these are the things. So if you are here this morning And I think it should be an added opportunity for you to understand why we're talking about diversifying to be able to get stable income. And at the end of the day, when the next bear market coming, and then you are now preparing to enter into the bull, you have some fund to attack the market back. That's just my own chipping in and all of that. So if you have your questions, please put it together. And I think Mr. Tony is here with us. It's a privilege for us having him, and that's amazing. If you want to tell us one or two things, Mr. Tony, thank you very much, sir.
Hi, hello everyone. Can you hear me clearly?
Claire.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for your time. I have great like Zoom meeting today also. Yeah, so I are following these meetings also, and everything very good. And yeah, I just want to say something to the people here also. The people who join the cryptocurrency, the more crypto like the game, pump and dump, like the Mr. Flex already explains why Bitcoin crash and why is the most coin crash. Is that for the game like pump and dump, 50%, 60%, almost like that one. But in our company, we are do different thing, because we know what the value from the business, what we need to do for our values in the pioneer. So that's why we focus on the ecosystem. The ecosystem, the more important things. If you join any platform with our ecosystem, just for the game, you have to be careful. Of course, sometimes you can make money, but the most people lost money because the game, and don't understand the game, you lost money for sure. But in the Panic Coin, we know what we build. The first exchanger for long-term runnings. The second thing, the coin of exchanger, very strong value for sure. And also the payment in the crypto markets. So that's why in 2026, our targets and also the plan, the paynet become the top number one for traveling payment and also become global payment methods. You see the roadmap on the paynecoin.com. You see everything there. And of course, I have this something blockchain on the way coming for the companies and everything going very good. So thank you for your times. So if you have any question, I'm here for ready to answer any questions you have here. Please raise your hand or if you have question, let me know. That is, thank you.
Victor, please, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Confirm you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
All right. Thanks to Mr. Daniel. Thanks to Tony. I wasn't expecting you today, but always good to have you come around. And those things that you're saying is coming up. Would like to hear them. So I know you're still cooking some stuff, but yeah, it'd be nice to know what those are. How my question is on and I know we had this some weekends back when I asked if PayNet, the coin itself, is a utility for FMC Pay, right? And we got some answers. Some said FMC and some said the PayNet coin. So maybe Tony, you would help us with that clarification. Which is the utility for FMC Pay? Is it the Pay, the Payn, or the FMC coin? Hello, am I still being heard?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
So thank you for the questions. Yes, like almost people also like sometimes confused because why we have two coins like FMC and the Pioneers. So firstly, I would like to explain about the name of exchanger, FMC Pay. So FMC Pay including two parts. The first FMC, the second thing Pay. You see, right, the name, right? So F for financial, M for market, C for cryptocurrency, and Pay for the payment. So right now you can see if you withdraw money from exchangers, FMC Pay, right? So what the gas fee for the using what about the PayNet coins? So basic on that, you can see the PayNet coins. That is the coin of exchangers. Okay, that is usability for the exchangers. And FMC for standing for the stock of company of exchanges. And in the future, when we launch the stock trading function, it's pairing for the pair trading of the stock, like Tesla pair for FMC. That's for the FMC function. And also FMC will standing using for the blockchain, FMC blockchain. So both potentials. So the question you asked about the usability of exchanger for the PayNet coins, mainly right now. That's for the PayNet coins. You got it? Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. So if I hear you, the PayNet coin is the utility for the
You're right.
FMC, yeah,
Exchanger.
FMC exchange. Okay. All
Right.
right, great.
Same the
Thank you.
BNB, you know. Yeah. Same the
All right.
BNB Binance, exchanger Binance,
Yeah,
okay?
exactly. So yeah, what BNB is to Binance, that's what PayNet is to FMC.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
All
exchanger,
right.
right. You are right. Yeah.
Great.
But
Thank
both
you.
potential, yeah, both coin are very potential because we are focusing on the usability of our in ecosystem buildings. So we know what we need to do and we know how we do. Since we start the platform since March 2021 until now, 4 year runnings, and you can see the value, how stable and how really strong in the company, even the market Bitcoin of an own coin pump and dump, right? But our coin is still stable. Why? Because the usability, because the community very strong. That's this. And for sure, next is more like stronger, or for sure like $5, $10 in the coin, the Binance coin, very like conservative and very possible. You know. Yeah, that's
Okay,
about it.
great. That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you for the question. Very great question. I'm here ready for everyone.
Sunday Ola Inc. So please ask your question.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. When Mr. Daniel was talking, he made mention, I just want a clarification on this, whether I'm fully correct. He said blockchain is all about coding. I don't know whether that statement is correct. I just want to clarify that one for me. Then number two, he said if you invest $3,000, you will earn $9 per day. And then the both thing run for, I think, 2 years. And I did the calculation, it was around $9,000. Now, my question on this is that, is it possible to withdraw that $9 per day or per week or per month, or at the end of the whole process that you withdraw the $9 per day? Is it something that you can do in a day, or you can do in a week, or in a month, or you wait till the end of the whole process before you withdraw that? So I want a clarification on that. The first one, blockchain, is all about coding. Then two, the issue of $3,000 when you invest.
Dr. Dan?
Am I understood, sir?
Okay, I'll leave the first question for our expert, Tony. I have a bit of an answer to that as well, but let me just share on the $9 that I mentioned. So when you do the calculation, 2 years, actually it's not 24 months, it's actually 23.33 months. So that will add up, if you calculate then $9 per day, it will add up to 6,300, and then you recover the 3,000 initial investment. But in fact, when you invest today, after 2 days, you are actually already able to withdraw. The minimum withdrawal amount is $10. Okay, so that's the only limitation that you have, to withdraw minimum $10. So that means that because you receive $9 per day, on the first day that you invest today, tomorrow you cannot withdraw, because you have accumulated $9. But after 2 days, you have $18, and then you already can withdraw. So the answer to that, you can withdraw after 5 days, 10 days, after a month. You can continuously withdraw the accumulated profitability, and the profitability accumulates on a basis of roughly $9 per day. Now, why I say roughly $9 per day? Because it depends on how many calendar days the current month has. So it's per month, always $270 per month, no matter how many days the month has. So the $270 monthly profit is broken down per day, then depending on how many days the month has. So when we have months with 30 days, then it will be exactly $9 per day. When we have 31 days per month, it will be $8.70. And currently, because we have 28 days in February, we are receiving $9.60 per day, actually. And that can be withdrawn anytime you have more than $10 accumulated. And then to question one, is blockchain all about coding? Tony, maybe you can give a more detailed answer to that.
Sorry, the second question?
Yeah, the first question was if blockchain is all about coding.
Of course, my teams actually we have been working since 2021. After 6 months starting platform, I mean September 2021, our team starting like searching and doing the blockchains. So actually, our blockchain already like the team working over 3 years, almost like 3 years or so. So of course we have our own everything. So we don't copy from, we just learn from another and we compare to another blockchain. So we have the code, of course. Our team we build that we build our own everything, and it's something very special. But right now I cannot like be public to everyone. You will see very soon how our blockchain work. And you see something very surprise in our blockchain working already for years. Yeah. Mm.
Does that answer, Mr. Sunday? It's
Mr.
it is.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. So
What point mean the
blockchain is
taking
about
menu
coding. If that's all you want.
Sir? Hello?
Blockchain is about coding. It's all code.
Okay.
It's about coding. Code
Okay.
from beginning to the end. Because
Yeah.
the language that is written in is not every layman does not understand it. Okay, so it's about coding. It's a job for professionals. If that is what you want to know, right?
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Tony. Thank you, Dr. Daniel. Any other question?
Wow. What point mean in staking menu? Okay, actually points same can you hear me right? Okay, point is mean like money, like profits, but depend on the menu. For example, you see the staking, you see the $9 is mean the point, nine point, but it is in dollar, meaning the point is mean dollars, and then you can convert the point to the coin. That the meaning of the point in the staking. For example, you see the list of the point is mean the dollar, $10, like 10 point, and 500, 100, 500 to 1,300. The point meaning for the dollars, and you can convert the dollar, the point to the PayNet coins, depend on the menu you click. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Do you have any other question? Do we have any other question?
Florence hand is up. Florence, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I think. Okay.
Okay. Prince Patrick after Florence.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you for the training. I just want to ask Dr. Daniel, I need clarification. He said something about like when you bring people in, you're able to like get your gain fast.
Yeah.
So, but does it mean that when you've gotten what you have to get, you circle at less than 2 years? Are you able to get both your capital and the interest? If you have people under you, then you can start reinvesting again, or your capital must stay till the end of the 24 months?
Amazing question.
Yeah, thank you for that question. That is actually a question I hear sometimes from people. In fact, yes, you recover also your initial capital. So it just starts counting $9,300, and it doesn't differentiate in that sense whether it's the initial capital or it is part of the profitability. It just allows you to withdraw up to $9,300, which includes your initial capital, prematurely if you invite people to the project. Yes. And that's
Thank
why
you.
also in the example I showed, within 7 months, I already recovered $9,300
Okay.
complete, right?
All right, thanks.
Mr. Prince, maybe? Yeah.
Prince Patrick.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, what I wanted to say is that it's not a question anyway, it's just a contribution. Okay, guys, for me, PayNet's coin, I see it as an opportunity that I actually missed in its early phase. Okay, but then from every indications, I also see that even those who are joining now, are not late to the party. It is ideal to note that based on my knowledge, I think this project launched somewhere around 2021. That's nearly about 4 years now. And what does this tell us? It actually proves about its reliability. Okay, and for me, reliability, sustainability has always been the key to sustainable growth, or one who is actually looking at creating income for long term. Within the past 4 years, we've seen a lot of projects and platforms come up and, crashed, rise today, crashed a few months after. Okay, but this project is spectacular. And I am actually taking a look at it and getting my position immediately after this call because I see very huge prospects here. Okay, that's just what I wanted to say. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Prince. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for the your opinion, Prince Patrick. Yeah, you are right. So that's why I don't want to talk. I'll talk more. You let's see about the how really the project runnings. The most platform you can see the owner or like this the promise things and do a lot of promise, right? But nothing happened. Only 5 months, 3 months, 6 months, and they do the very big seminars like and then runaways. But in our company, we are really doing different thing because we know what the values, what really is going on for the market. So for sure, this platform running until now, and I am very confident for the success in this platform because we starting since COVID-19 at that time a lot of challenge, economic crisis, also COVID-19 time, but we have been come over everything, right? So for sure, right now I am 100% confident for this platform success, and everyone will be happy for this platform. And my slogan again in this platform, and this company to everyone, Pioneers Coins making the world better. And for this one, we can do like be happy, healthy, and wealthy in the Pioneer. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tony. Thank you so much. I just want to put in a word, for Patrick. He's a well-known, leader in the space. Yes, he was one of the people that, joined us then in 2022, exactly in May of 2022. But, just like it took me some time to listen, it took him a lot of time. And by the time he was like, something else happened, so which I don't want to go into publicly. But just like he said, we'll have to drop something and then let him, kickstart his journey into. But then, as far as leadership is concerned, he has a very good photo market, and then I think it's something that he can really, really run with as well. I've been, saying this over and over again. I was telling someone after this season, then we'll be talking of multiple slots in the ecosystem. Personally, looking at something not less than 50, 100 slots in it, so that when the other season comes, Personally, I wouldn't know what the market will want to do. It's none of my business because I have a lot of stuff, running on this platform. I mean, like I tell people, Internet Coin is a platform you can put company, go to bed, sleep soundly, wake up the next morning without high blood pressure. You are good to go. Okay. Thank you, Tony, for this. Thank you to the entire team. Yeah, for everyone on the call. If you don't have any other question, my plea, I said something last week. I said it on the group. How many of you brought your landlord's daughter into this meeting? And the reason is simple. You are able to get through because you can get through to the father, the mother, through. Anyway, that's just by the way. So our advice, you are here, you are not on this project yet. It's a financial advice. Get on it and then let us see how far and fast you can go. Mrs. Kolaole, is Mrs. Kolaole on this call? Yes.
I'm here.
Thank you for not allowing me to use your money to eat Ogufe again.
You'd have paid times two.
Started working.
I'm sure they enjoyed the FMC.
Of course, of course. So again, there is an ongoing, promo. I said I shared it on the group. Courtesy, Mr. Tony. Every package activated between 5th and 10th of month of February is 20,000 FMC you get. Some people have started, collecting theirs since yesterday. A lot of people are, getting on. I don't think we should miss this because I tell you what, for free, I knew personally how well, how fast FMC token was going to move. I'm telling you, I would have invested much more in 2022 when we started. Okay. Today, the FMC token I bought for less than $300 is sitting at almost $9,000. Okay. That's one thing. Of course, bought and stake. And I'm going to, so 20,000 FMC token that you are given today, you hold it for a period of time. I was talking to Mr. Tony, and he was telling me we may see FMCPAY soon at $1, $2. Let's even say at $1. So that means you have activated the package of 3,000. You are given a gift of 20,000 FMC, and at some point in your journey into the project, it becomes $20,000. I mean, that is a serious win-win. The case would be like the case of that bride and groom that got married in 2009, and a friend of theirs gave them 1,000 units of Bitcoin as wedding gift, and they were able to hold it till 2017, 2020, and their life changed, completely. So that is basically what this is, right now. So I will advise you are not on the project, try and as much as possible get on it. And then I was telling somebody a few days ago, he was actually ready to jump on this. And then along the way, I think he developed code fit. He told me, I want to do my due diligence. I said, please take your time. There's no pressure. I mean, nobody's pressurizing you to do anything. Take as much time as you want. Do your due diligence. When you are convinced, then you come back. It is ours to present the opportunity. It is yours to be convinced and do it. It's not by force, But those of us that are on it, we are grateful, on it, and is delivering peace of mind, for us as much as we can. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Tony, for jumping in. Thank you, Dr. Daniel. Is getting interested every day. At least let's speak to one person during the week, just one person. just one person, and let's take this meeting to from 30 to 100 to 200, and beyond. And then we are going to see a whole lot of changes. That's our finance and every other thing. Thank you, everyone. Like Mr. Tony said, this is not a money game project. It's a real business, and you are good to go as far as this is concerned. Do we have any other question?
Thank you, Mr. Abayomi.
Okay,
Please, I have a question.
Please go ahead.
My question is on FMCPay ecosystem platform staking. This could we be could on that platform could you and the team explain to us what staking is on that platform, how important it is to us to participate in it, and what exactly are we to do on that platform? Thank you.
You mean on the FMCPay exchange platform?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Mr. Tony?
Hello.
Go ahead, sir. Yeah.
You're asking about the FMCPAY, right?
FMCPay staking, yes. FMCPay staking.
Staking FMCPAY. Actually, I don't really get the questions. How
okay,
is
so
it? But
what is the question? The question is asking is that how important is it? I think it's optional, really. To stake on FMCPay, I think is your choice. It's optional. Some of us take on the platform to preserve our coins. You don't want to just, waste the coins. You go there and preserve. Just, apart from the AFF 2024, I think it is an opportunity for you to be able to hold on to your coin even after you have generated it from the AFF 2024. And then again, on the FMCPay, it is not only PayNet coin that you can stake. You can stake FMC token. You can stake USDT. All right, which is not available for you to stake on the AFF 2024 portal. All right, I think that is what is saying, but then you can equally add maybe one or two.
Yes, actually you see our staking in AFF 2024 is mean affiliate marketing, right? So that we build community from there, and also we build the real community from the staking program, because the most people, everyone join the staking in the AFF 2024, also join exchanger, become our member and the real members. So you earn income from the staking program, and you can transfer to exchanger. You can stake Planet coins. You can get more coins by saving, right? And you also can stake FMC coin also. So that's the purpose for the buildings, like more community and stay for long term in our ecosystem. Because we want to build every platform you join, you also benefits. Staking in exchanger, you also benefits. Staking in the AFN, of course, you get a benefit already. Another platform for the hydro trip, soul trip. I mean, every ecosystem we build, the user also join, and you can make like benefits to become the long-term user and for the long run in the company. That's the purpose. I hope you get the dedicated answer for the question, because not very clearly. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So Mr. Gideon is asking a question. Why does it take long to get KYC verified on FMCPay? Why does it take long to get KYC verified on FMCPay? Well, I think from my own experience,
yeah. Actually, why the most exchange want to be very fast KYC. They don't care about the how really user, right? They want to be get fast. Actually, in our company right now, when you do the KYC, you get the bonus. So of course we need to be double checks from the AI, also from the manual, also the both we're doing, because right now you can check any exchanger. No any exchanger gives you the bonus when you KYC. Only FMC pays. Yes. And I mean give the real bonus. and you can buy sell actually. And coming soon, we have the automatics like for the AI's fully KYC, and will be very fast, maybe in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Coming soon in our exchanges, and no worry for the KYC. We do KYC strictly because we need to build a real user also. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Udom, you say is the free token for all packages? Well, if it is the one I mentioned, it is for the 3,000 packages. The 20,000 token FMC is for 3,000 packages, not for all packages. If it's the one I mentioned, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Tony, one thing, the taking for flexible staking is not easier to be restored. Please help us look into that on the FMCPAY app. Flexible staking is there to be restored. Help us look into that ASAP. Then, okay, one Mr. Solomon Akawa is asking, after the end of the mining phase, what happens to the mined coins? It is your coin. Mr. Tony, please.
Yes. Staking program, you get the bonus, you get the coin, right? So of course you can see how really strong and how really potential of the panic coin. So when you accumulate a lot of coin by joining staking, you earn more coins. That's very like potential you can earn in the future, of course, for the value increase, because we have the very strong ecosystem, and that's coin has usability, so that's why nothing to worry about after finish the mine phase, so you accumulate more Pinet coins, of course, you get more benefit for sure. So just try to accumulate more, much more you get as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Leonard has equally answered here, so you can check the chat box. All right. More questions? Any other question? Any other question?
Yeah, Daniel, you are right.
Okay.
Yes,
if
my
we
name
don't
is
have any other, okay.
yes.
Alhaji Lamido.
Yeah, Lamido
Happy
Ibrahim
New
on
Year,
the
sir.
line. Yes, happy
Alhaji
same to you.
Lamido. Happy New Year, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, and thank you, sir.
Don't
Thank you.
worry. I'll
I
come to
want to
Gombe. I'll
extend
come
my
to Gombe and
appreciation
bundle you.
to you, sir. And our lecturers, because this lecture is like basically it is just for me. I have gotten a lot of things. I learned so many things. And definitely you will see me this week. I don't need to digress much. This week you are going to see me. By God's grace. I'm
Alhaji,
fully convinced on so many things, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Alhaji, if I don't see you this week, I'll come and bundle you from Gombe. Don't worry.
Yes, you will definitely see me. Yes, you will
No
definitely see me.
wahala.
Yes.
No wahala.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. All right. Any other? Okay. Somebody is asking, the bonus FMC token on FMC Pay is not reflecting on the app after clicking. Okay, so there is a wallet called what's that wallet called, Mr. Tony?
Even wallet. Even wallet.
Yes, event wallet. Yes, it goes into your event wallet. Just clicking, and then maybe okay, Mr. Tony, you can speak to that. The red envelopes. Please speak to it. Let the house get clarity, because I get this question almost every time. I'm clicking, I'm not seeing it. Tony?
Yeah, no, actually, you can see on actually right now, if you using the Android phone, or you can check your the bonus by click on icon on the app, right? You see on the wallet. You can check on the website if you want to see the how much you get on website or on the Android like application. For iPhone, still update for the new one, so you can check the bonus in event wallets in website fmcpay.com or maybe on the app on the Android. That's really about. And that amount will be unlocked step by step, depend on the market. We have depend on our strategy, and for sure it will be unlocked. And right now it will be unlocked. The first will be unlocked by trading fee, FMC. You can trade and you can do that whenever you trade the FMC, the fee will be unlocked by FMC. And the second question, what amount you can join trading or investment? Okay, I will be answer this question. He asked the number who invite but cannot at first like $300 to start. Okay, you can join any package you want, like $1,000 or $500. Yeah, that's the package you can just start to do the business. You know. Yes, the
Does that answer
question.
your question? Does that answer your question? I think that is clear enough. Great. Any other question? Any other question? Okay. Can we do one thing before we go? Can we all on the chat box commit to how many people we're inviting next week? On the chat box, everyone.
Very
we have
let's be committed. Let's be committed, seriously.
We have apart from Dr. Daniel and Coach and Mr. Tony, we have 26 of us here. How many people are you inviting next week? I'm going to hold us by it next week. Drop it in the chat box. Let's see the commitment. Oh yeah, let's go. I'm taking it. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay. I'm snapping it so that we're going to
take sensor.
Take sensor next week. We're going to audit this by next week. To how many people you are inviting to this meeting next week. Close this. Oh, the rest of us. Oh yeah.
Like our friend. The rest
Drop
of us.
your commitment. How many people are you next week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of us have committed. The rest, what is happening? Oh yeah. Before we close this meeting. Oh yeah. Wait. What happened at the rest?
Yes, don't like
Okay now. Great. Fantastic. Soft taper. I will increase my portfolio. Soft taper. Once you increase that portfolio, please reach out to me ASAP. I'll be on your case. Soft-Tepper, reach out to me on, I've dropped my number. I've dropped my number for you. What, but for me, what? Okay. Mr. Kelvin, it's all right. No shaking. Let's go there. Yeah, no, I'm seeing it. Yes. Jimmy is one person. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. At least we have more than 50% of us that have committed to writing at least one person. And if all of us work to what we have here, 5, 2, 5, that is 12, 4, that is 16, that is 18, that is 19, that is 21, 22, 23, 24, 24 plus 3, 27, 28, 29. Okay, so add 29 to the meeting, to the number today. You see, it's a great one. And then we keep going on and on. Let's stay true to our commitment and then watch how ballistic we go all together with this project. It is gold we have in our hands, guys. We have gold in our hands. Some of us have talking to Mr. Kelvin yesterday, and it was like, wow. Because if you're able to approach it with the right mindset and you have right, depending on your capacity, the right number of investments here, the staking portal, whatever is happening around, the economy is none of your business, really. You're in Nigeria, but you are not living in Nigeria. That's what it means. Okay. So let's look, and anywhere in the world, the kind of numbers we were committing to yesterday, you can live well with that kind of number anywhere in the world. Someone sent me a message this morning when he saw Tony posted some of the pictures of the leaders in either in Indonesia or in Vietnam. He said, "Boss, these people are not playing." I said they are not playing because they saw this ahead of time and they're able to, confidently, they're not even bothered about what we are bothered about. Hey, volatility, market is going up, the market is going down. I'm holding this coin for 1 year, I'm holding this coin for 10 years. No, they're not bothered about that because they are, it's like opening a company on blockchain and you are good to go. All right. That's it, for me. Thank you very much, everyone. Same time next week, Saturday, God willing, God sparing our lives, we'll be here. And then let's get our people based on our commitment, to be on this call. Thank you, Dr. Daniel, so much for always available, for us. Thank you, Mr. Tony, despite all your busy schedule. Thank you for jumping in and having a word with us this morning. We really appreciate you. Everyone, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. And the recorded version of this meeting is going to be shared on the groups. All right. So should you have anybody you want to share with, yes, go ahead and share with them. And then let's keep rocking it. Have a lovely Saturday, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, and bye for now. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks.
Tony, I'll talk to you now. I'll be on your DM. Right.
Hey, I beg, I'll call you shortly.